Hello. Hey, hello, what's up? Welcome to tonight's Writing Springs. Welcome. How are we doing today? How are you doing today? How's your Saturday going? Let me know. Mine's been going well. Today's been cover reveal day, so I've been sharing the cover on Instagram and, just having all the beautiful fun over there. And it's been going well so far. People seem to like the cover, which I do as well, like the cover. So if you haven't seen it yet, hop over to Instagram, Sarah Sutton Books, and check it out. It is my favorite cover that I've had, I think so. I don't think I've ever gotten a cover and been so like, oh, this is amazing, as I was when I got this one. So it was definitely, I got on camera. You guys saw it on camera. If you watched the vlogs, I don't know which vlog it was in, but I got one of whatever vlog that was the reaction on camera. So beautiful. But otherwise, I have been hard at work today, working on chapter 23. I have a little sticky note of how many chapters I have left. Chapter 23, I gotta finish. Okay. I have to write brand new chapters. Okay, you ready? You with me? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and the epilogue. That is 8 chapters that I was really hoping I would finish by the end of March. 8 chapters of brand new stuff. Okay, so like if it was, let's say, 3,000 words a chapter, that's maybe shooting on the high side. I don't know because this 23 is 3,495. So, but 3,000 words a chapter, that's 24,000 words in 2 days. 29th, 30th, and 31st. I had high hopes. I had big ambitions. I'm not gonna quite make my deadline of finishing this draft by the end of March. We'll get close, but we're not gonna quite make it. So that's okay. But I do hope to finish within the first day or two of April, and then reread it, catch anything else that's continuity-wise wrong. There are a few notes that I had written as I was writing, the things I wanted to change and go back and change. Small things, nothing big plot-wise, just like, I don't know. Like in one scene when she wakes up, I want her to be holding a teddy bear. You know what I mean? It's like small stuff that I can just kind of quick bop in and add in. So I told my editor that I would be reaching out to them with the next copy on the 5th. So if we manifest, if anyone manifests, please root for me. I got close. I'm really close. I just not quite. I don't think. I would be a little afraid if I got that much done by the end of the month. But I do want to say, like, I have 8 chapters to draft, yes, but everything else has been drafted before. I'm not drafting. Like, I'm drafting the ending, but I don't want anyone to think that this is the first draft that I'm working on, in case like you're new here, you just don't know. This is the 3rd draft. I just never wrote the ending. Does that make sense? So, yeah. But I just want to reiterate that I'm not. I just never wrote the ending. I have it. I knew what it needed to be. I just got lazy in draft 2 and never wrote it. So, but let me know what you're working on tonight, friends. Let me know what you're working on. Maybe can you post for this live? Unfortunately, I am live already, but hopefully you can pop in soon. Hopefully, you can pop in at least to say hello. Hello, guys. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. I plan to get homework done and some writing done. I'll probably get my bed made in between sprints. I washed my bedding earlier and I put them back on my bed. Lovely. How much homework do you have? Journaling as one of my main characters to try and find his voice. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Hello. Glad you guys could make it. Hello. Happy cover build day. I'm glad you like it. I'm really glad you like it. I am obsessed with it. I'm obsessed. The pink is just everything I could have ever wanted. Pink and purple are like beautiful colors, but like put them together and it's just so good. So the fact that we have, you know, pink and purple, it's gonna be good. So it's good. Ugh, I'm gonna die. To see them together in person, I'm gonna die. Thank you. Welcome in. My Saturday was all right. I woke up at 11 to a 2-hour nap for like 4 hours. You must have been sleepy. Thank you. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad you guys liked it. My cover designer really did knock it out of the park. It's like amazing. Finishing the latest funky frog bait video, and then I'm here to get some writing done. Awesome. Yay. Hello. I want to say thank you to the chat for helping me stay focused a few weeks back when I was working on grad paper. I got it back and I aced it. Heck yes. Great job. Great job. I'm so proud of you. Just doing some writing homework as well. I haven't been here in a while, so I thought I should stop by. You definitely should. I'm glad you stopped by. Hopefully, the writing homework goes well. I'm glad you stopped in. I have finished some data entry for work. I've been doing this all day. I feel like my brain would be fried after doing data entry all day. I'm glad you could be here. Not sure if I'm going to write anything. I've been taking a little break until April, and I'm going to read the first book in the Hunger Games series. Ooh, are you reading it for the first time, or are you rereading it? Curious. I'm working on my notebook that says my writing interview story. I need help with it. Oh, well, hopefully it goes well for tonight. Hopefully with these sprints, you get a lot done. Working on coming through the short story for school. I had to resubmit the draft today, and it's so not ready to be read, so I have to get it read worthy. I have to get it read worthy. Well, how is it? How off is it? How off are you? Is it? I cannot phrase things correctly. How off? Yeah, you have to get it read worthy. How far off do you think you are from it being read worthy? Because there was a short story, and I can't remember the word count you said it needed to be. I remember this discussion, I believe, but I can't remember how long you said it needed to be. Because I remember I think it was you that was saying that you weren't sure how you were going to be able to write a story this short. Am I misremembering? Because see, it feels like I had that conversation not that long ago, but less than a week ago. This week flew by. This week flew by so fast. What the heck? I love the car. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I have 3 essays due between April 2nd and April 12th. I may be halfway through one essay in the draft for one of them. Both are due this week, and I haven't started on the third one. Oh my goodness. You're reminding me how much I don't miss school. But hopefully it goes smoothly. Hopefully it goes well. I'm giving you all the scholarly vibes that you can get those essays done and ace them. I also have assignments that need to be detailed and takes longer than they should. Gotcha. Yes. Well, I'm still giving you all those good vibes. Hopefully you do well. You're going to do great, but hopefully you feel confident as you do it because, yeah. You are reading it for the first time. Okay, I thought I'd do it now since the newest book was released. Are you a Hunger Games fan? To say I'm not a fan makes it sound like I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm just also not a fan. I enjoyed the books. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like the phrase "I'm not a fan" means that you don't like it, but that's not how I feel. I'm not a fan of it. I enjoyed the books. Does that make sense? I feel like there are fans of the Hunger Games, series, and people love it and people know the lore and they have all these theories about the lore. I'm not that kind of person. I enjoyed the books when I read them, but I have not read any of the new ones. There's 2 new ones out of the 3, right? There's 2 that she wrote afterwards, I think, and I didn't read them, so. But I didn't watch the 1 movie either, but I heard good things. Working on a sapphic romance. I get to write a kiss scene soon. Oh, we love kiss scenes. I'm actually working on one. I'm literally in the middle of one right now. They're amazing. Love it. I've been working on this project all day and have over 3K words already, but I've hardly had a chance to write recently. Well, yay for having a day today that you get to write if you haven't had one in a while. That's great. That's a good feeling. The reason why I took a 2-hour nap was because I took Dayquil for headache and laid in bed. Isn't Dayquil supposed to keep you awake? Dang. But hey, when you don't feel good, you definitely need to just lay down and rest. I feel like that's me a lot with headaches, especially in the springtime. I get weather headaches, like when the pressure changes, I get headaches. So I feel you. But taking advantage of the weekends since I don't have any homework for a bit. That's great. Great. You inspired me to write again. My 3rd chapter of my thriller. Writing chapters are so difficult. Well, yay for working on your 3rd chapter of your thriller. That's exciting. Yay. But they can be difficult. Drafting can be difficult sometimes, but you've got this. That's awesome. I have the drafting done as far as the page count needs to be 8 pages, but like it's written in scenes, so I have to hold them together, make them flow, and try to stay in guidelines. I feel like I remember doing short stories in my creative writing class in college, and it was horrendously hard. I don't remember any of them. I feel like I only did like scary short stories for my creative writing class. I'm remembering that because I can only condense scary in like I could only condense like a scary story into a short story. Like that's the only sort of short story I could do are scary ones. So that's funny. I only just now remember that. But I remember them being so difficult. It was me. Okay, well, I thought so. I thought I remembered the little icon, the purpley blue icon. We talked earlier this week on the Patreon stream, I think last week live. I know it was one of the two. I just couldn't remember which one. But it also doesn't feel like it's been that long since we had the discussion. It feels like, I don't know, a handful of days maybe, not a week. A week. Crazy. This random, but Stray Kids is Stray Kids. Okay. Share. Like with music-wise? You've been listening to a lot of their music? Have you been watching a lot of their videos? Share with me. How has it been consuming your days? They had 2 concerts back to back, like yesterday and the day before. And it's so crazy because normally they have concerts in Asia, right? And so like I will go to sleep and the concert has not happened yet, but I will wake up and the concert has already happened and people are beginning to post their concert clips and stuff. So I wake up to a plethora of like concert content and it is like the best thing ever. But since they're in Latin America right now, that's in my time zone. So like they're going live their concert's starting at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And so I find TikTok lives that people who are there and I watch. And the last 2 days for like between 7:30 and 10, I've gotten nothing done because I'm like, what's their concert going to look like? Especially because they changed the set list from Asia in Latin America. The set list is totally different. So I'm like, I have to watch because I have to know what happens. I have to know what's going on. So sorry, I'm rambling, but But anyway, it's been fun to, watch content as it's happening. Do you know what I mean? That's fun. Even though TikTok quality lives are not great, but it's still fun. But anyway, I'm telling you, you mention Stray Kids and I'm gone. You lose me. I mean, I'm with you, but everybody else loses me. I found out yesterday that I might need to stay another year of school. How many credits are those? Interesting. Students who are introverts? Okay. Gotcha. Adding to my investing my history major to take more credits and students are basically dead. Gotcha. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Trying to get back on track for my end of May deadline. It needs several thousand for April 1st. It's lofty, but I'm going to see how close I can get. I'm rooting for you, friend. I'm rooting for you. I feel like I also shoot for lofty goals, but I feel like they propel me further ahead than I would have if I had set like a smaller goal. Does that make sense? So even though I too am not quite at my deadline, I'm not close. I still feel like I've gotten a lot done up until then, and I still have 2 days left to like really full send. So I think you've got this. I think you're gonna easily get back on track for your May deadline, for sure, for sure, for sure. I found a Christian song called "Truth Be Told" by Matthew West. I watched this video about that song, and I'm calling this story "Being Honest." I will also work on my current story as well. Fun, 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 fun. Literally everything music. I wish I could go back to the time when I was discovering everything again, because that is a different sort of excitement. It's a different sort of, it's a dopamine rush when you're watching, because there's so much content for you to consume with especially with like K-pop groups and idols and stuff. Like they have such so much content for you to just go through. I wish I could just go back in time and live that over again, because Lord have mercy, that was a blast. I am so glad you're living this right now. And Bangtan, yes, Bangtan, all of them, to be honest. It's like not even fair. But anyway, I won't keep rambling too much longer. Well, any more actually, any longer. So we have 25 minutes on the clock. I will catch you on the flip side. First sprint. Wish me luck, and I'm wishing you luck in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing. right. How do we do? I had to help my parents with something. Actually, my parents had to help me with something. So I had to turn off my camera so they could come down here. But so that took up a lot of my time. But I got I'm on page 12. So we're just copy and pasting and, making sure things work well and I read well and stuff. So, yeah. My dad had to help me carry a 70-pound box downstairs is what had to happen. And it says, like, it needs to lay flat. It's a big box. It needs to lay flat, okay? It's a big box. It needs to lay flat. However, when it was put on my porch, it was put, like, upright. Not, like, long ways, but, like, obviously, like, lengthways. Or widthways. I don't know. It was on its side, but, like, not, like, up on its, okay? Anyway, so it was on its side, which it wasn't supposed to be. So I'm like, well, I need to get it flat, so let's just move it downstairs in the basement. So it's flat, and when we put it flat, like the face up, the way it says, there are boot prints on the box. And it's a fragile box. It's an electronic. There are boot prints on it. And so I'm like, friends. There are boot prints all along its surface. I'm like, you're not supposed to be stepping on it. It says fragile. Angry. It's fine. But that's what I did, and it was a whole thing. So anyway, in case you wanted to know. May or may not have spent the first 10 minutes making a YouTube banner after taking down the one I had. The one I had a picture of me and my ex as the banner. Gotcha. I also managed to get an essay draft done. Well, yay. That's good. Didn't realize my volume was on. Oh, no. Yeah, see, that would be too loud for me as well. Oh, my goodness. On full volume. Yikes. But I'm curious how you did. Let us know. 2,067 words. I'm copy pasting sections and editing them so those are not all new words. Hey, but that's still amazing, though. Great job. That's a lot to have copy and pasted and then edited through in 25 minutes. So epic job. Scandalous. I hope so too. I'm sure they are. Yeah. I'm sure it's okay. I'm getting fed up with, this isn't USPS, but I'm getting fed up with the USPS friends because they've lost 2 of my packages. There's one that it hasn't moved since January 28th. And I don't know when I was able to submit a claim for it, but I was able to submit a claim for it. They denied the first claim. I appealed. They denied that appeal. And then I appealed again, and I'm waiting to hear back. But, like, the reason why it stopped moving, it said it's, like, delayed due to weather. And I'm like, it should be here right now. There's no weather from January 28th to now that is delaying my package. But then I had another package that stopped moving on the 23rd. And I'm like, friends, can we just give me my stuff? I bought it. You have one job, USPS, and it's to deliver items to people and not lose them. But I'm getting fed up. Because I think at this point, it's over $100 worth of stuff that just keeps continuously getting lost. So I'm like, But anyway, that was a little rant. I had to get off my chest because it was something that came up again today that I'm like, ugh. So enjoy that mini rant of mine. I'm almost done editing my 10-minute play, and I couldn't be happier to be finished with this. It's not my genre. Have you shared what genre it is, my friend? I mean, it's a play. That's not a genre. Is it a genre? But what kind of play is it? It's like a mystery play? Is it a drama? Is it a romance? Plays would be difficult. I don't know if I've ever written a play. Because I talked about that creative writing course. I don't know if we did plays. We did poetry a lot. I don't know if we did plays. I can't remember. 480 words. Epic job. I made a very long to-do list and started cleaning my counter, table, and chairs. Lovely. Very good. Don't look at my messy background. That's the problem when you're, living life on a deadline because, everything else around you kind of falls apart. But and it wouldn't even take me that long if I actually dedicated time to clean and organize and declutter. But I don't know. I'm using the excuse I'm on a deadline, even though I could spare an hour to clean. It's kind of like my walking has also been put on the back burner. My 10,000 steps a day has been put on the back burner because I'm on a deadline. Like, but I could spare an hour probably. It's fine. Joined the sprint late, but got 326 words. We're in. Epic. Great job. Great job. I only managed the last 3 minutes, but I still managed 121 words. Great for 3 minutes. Whoa. Holy cow. Made it to the first scene. Great. Great. You've got this, my friend. I'm almost done with the data. But after this, I'm ready to do nothing. Yes, that's nice. When you get your work done and you can do nothing, it's the best. So I'm rooting for you for the data to get finished fast, and then you can do nothing. Finishing up a short story about 2,500 words, and I should be done tonight. Awesome, and welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah. Can you open an investigation case? Oh, I did with the one in January. But not the one that hasn't moved since the 23rd. I think you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to be able to open a case. 2 to 3 weeks with no movement, I believe. But the reason why the one in January was about $90 worth of items. And they declined it the first time because they're like, you gave us insufficient proof of purchase. And the problem is I didn't order it from a website. I ordered it. I bought things from somebody on Instagram. So it's not like I have a verifiable website receipt. I only have a PayPal receipt. So I'm like, what else can I give you? Well, no, actually the first time they denied my appeal. No, the first time they denied my claim was because they're like, oh, our records indicate it's already been delivered. And I'm like, the records I have are saying that it has not been delivered. The records I have are saying that it's been delayed due to weather. So I'm like, no. So I appealed that. And then they're like, now we have insufficient money proof, whatever it was. So yeah. So I'm just like, they lose things and then they don't want to give you your money. Grr. It's fine. This happened to me. Mail delayed because of weather, and it was because they were stalling because they lost it. I think that's what's happening. I feel like that's what's happening, to be honest. And I don't know. That's my thing. I think they lost it, or I think someone stole it and is claiming it was lost because they put it down as it's delayed due to weather. Processing exception delayed due to weather. And it was January 28th. And it was January 28th when I looked at the tracking. So I caught it the day that they updated and said it was delayed due to weather. There was no weather January 28th. There was no storms. The weather was fine. There was no ice. There was no snow. There was nothing in my area. And it was literally a few towns over. So it was like the day before it was supposed to be delivered is when they lost it due to weather. So I'm like, So either they lost or it was delayed due to weather. So either they lost it or someone stole it. I kind of think someone stole it because there was a investigation in the USPS in that area because someone was stealing checks out of the mail and cashing them like an idiot. Like that's not going to get caught. But so I kind of think someone stole it. Someone probably stole it, saw it was boy paper, then threw it away. Rude. But it was photo cards that are so hard to find. It's fine. It wasn't meant to have those. I think it was 4 or 5 photo cards, to be honest. Susie, hello. I don't know if you're still with us, if your phone was on 1%, but if you were, I'm glad you could pop in. You're right. It's not a genre. I just didn't. Oh no, it's okay. I don't know what it's called either. A medium? No, that's not it. I don't know what it's called. There's a word for it now. I think. I don't know, but it's okay. I wrote a romance story that's inspired by Starstruck. Stop! I love it. I love that. Did you say how long it was? 10 minutes. Oh, I love that so much. That's so fun. But I do write any of my projects during this lab, I'll probably stick to outlining and maybe finish a chapter I've been on for like 2, maybe 3 weeks. Gotcha. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's still fun. That's still good. I've even sometimes things take a little bit longer. That's okay, you know. And plus, you are so busy with school, so I hope you're not. I hope you don't feel bad that you've been stuck on that one for 2 to 3 weeks because you've been busy, friend. You've been busy. Maybe you can have the person you bought. And if they deny the second appeal, because I don't know how many times you get to appeal before they're like that stop. So if they deny the second appeal and I can't appeal again, I probably will reach out to the person who sent it and be like, hey, is there anything like you can do? Because I know the person who sent can file a claim and the person who's supposed to deliver it can file a claim. So, and the person who sent it with, it was up to, and it was insured up into $100. So the money should technically be there, but they just don't want to pay me. It's fine. But moving forward, if I like, there's a fixed claims go that I'm supposed to get a lot of photo cards at some point, maybe like next month, maybe the month after, I don't know. From the last Stray Kids album release. So when those come in, I'm going to ask the person, hey, can you ship it? Can I pay extra to ship priority mail, or can we ship it like UPS or FedEx or something? Because I am not risking losing all of these photo cards. No. The thing, and I was talking to my mom about it too. It's like, I wish they could, like the USPS tracking, it says it's, processing delay due to weather. But it doesn't say where the processing delay is. It doesn't say what like facility it's at. It doesn't say what town it's at. I wish it would. So then I could call the place up and be like, hey, like it says my package is at your location. Do you have it? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is that not a thing? Why is it so impossible? Because even my USPS worker at our USPS is like, there's nothing I can do. You can file the claim, but I can't file the claim, and there's no one I can call. This is dumb. It's a dumb system. It's a dumb system. But anyway, but I'm hoping so. I'm really hoping so. One day I want to write into a full story, but I'm trying to publish a story this year that's part of a big series. Gotcha. Well, it's still fun to work on it right now, though. That's so fun. Chapter I've been stuck on is a chapter that has a wedding proposal in it and a date right after the proposal. So filled with some stuff, filled with fun things. Very busy. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, but just a lot to write. So makes sense that you might be stuck on it. We're ready to dive in. I think I'm at the bottom of the comments. So let's dive into sprint number 2. This time I will remember to put the banner up. I saw that somebody had asked if we were on sprint 1 or 2, and I forgot to put the banner up. So I will do that this time. 25 minutes on the clock. You've got this. I've got this. We've got this. We're going to crush it. 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. Woohoo. All right. How do we do? How do we do? There we go. I do want to say, I don't know how I missed a comment because I remember reading it before and I meant to click on it. I don't know how I missed it, to be honest, because I remember going through the other ones through here. But will you really? I didn't talk about this, did I? I just don't know how I missed it, but I meant to click on it. We released a special edition of Princess and the Frog like you did the first book. Yes. Yes. So I'll be releasing the color sometime in April. I'm not really sure when. Probably mid-April at the latest, to be honest. So, but yes, there's going to be a special edition. So, yeah, look out for it. Keep an eye out for it. Even though I feel like that pink is just so good, you know, it'd be perfect for a special edition, but I wanted it for the normal. I think it's just too good. It's just too good. I want to see everybody with that copy, not just a few who buy from my website. Do you know what I mean? How do we do? I edited my monthly reset video stuff tomorrow. I also need to film a monthly recap video, but I'll probably let tomorrow me deal with that. I also worked on my history essay a bit. You reminded me of all the things I have to do. There's a video I have to film for Patreon still. I have a Patreon stream tomorrow. And then I have a video for Sunday I've got to figure out. So we're in the same boat of a lot of things to do. Goodness, it's fine. I forgot to say how I did. I didn't do very well, mostly because the dialogue. So I got through the rest of the kiss scene. Yeah, I know. As soon as I clicked on it, I'm like, I didn't talk about how I did. As soon as I got through the kiss scene, so the kiss scene, there's kiss, 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 and then it moves to more serious dialogue, and I have no idea how to structure this dialogue. Like I have no idea how I want Aaron to respond. I mean, I know how he's feeling, but I'm trying to articulate it into words that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I was staring at the dialogue, typing out snippets of dialogue that I think could work, but they just weren't quite clicking, and I don't know. Because to be honest, his reaction to what's happened is more so is a little silly in the grand scheme of things if you're looking at it from like a rational headspace, but like obviously to him this is a big deal, and so I'm trying to figure out how I can write that without it being like, dude, get over it, you know what I mean? Because he's overcoming trauma and stuff. So it's real and it's important to him, even though to the reader it might be like, bro, chill. So I'm trying to make sure I can balance the fine line of making him, not making it over the top, but making what he's. It's just difficult. It's difficult. It is difficult. So we're getting there. We'll get there. It's fine. I think I have like 4 snippets of dialogue that I'm like, do these work? No, but we'll see. The thing is, I don't want him to be angry with Lovey, but I don't know how else to write it. So we're just going to be experimenting until we get it right. So 167 words and a dinner. I made 2 PB&J sandwiches because I've hardly eaten since lunchtime. So it's been about 8 hours. I'm so close to writing the actual kiss. The actual kiss. Yes. But still good. Good that you ate dinner. Good. I feel like I'm a little snacky. I had dinner not too long ago, but I think I finished my assignment, but I know I have to look back on it again. I don't have the energy anymore. It's kind of funny how, like, when you reach a certain point, like, their energy is just not there. When I go to bed, I've been going to bed every night, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, if I never wrote again, I'd be okay. Like, I'm so, like, drained. My towel twisted all the water out by the end of the night that I'm like, I don't even want to think about words for, like, the rest of the night. Which is I'm going to sleep, so it doesn't matter. But it's just funny how you can just really feel tapped out when you get to a certain point. I feel you. I relate. What's your advice on how to write longer chapters? 800 words where I start to struggle. What is 800 words? Is 800 words? Is that like 2-ish pages? 3-ish pages? About 3-ish pages? I don't know. I don't know what my advice would be. It sounds like Hannah has honestly story outline with chapters and description for each one. I mean, like, yeah, it depends. Like, 800 words. Do you struggle with what needs to happen, or you just struggle with just writing what's happening? Because 800 words isn't quite enough for a scene itself. I don't know. Does anybody else have advice? Does anybody else have advice? Because I am blanking on what advice that could be. I'm curious. Because I feel like my chapters are naturally long, so that's something I have to tone down sometimes. So I'm kind of like the opposite. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna keep on moving. Not from that, but just I'm currently working on my being nice. Hopefully it went well, that sprint. Maybe find a moment through an action, like give him something to feel less angry about. Maybe she flinches. It's more so like I can't spoil. I want to spoil so bad, but it's like this is like a big thing in their relationship progression, because after this is the climax. So like this is a very important, big thing, and so I'm trying to. It's not that he's angry at her. It's more so that he just. I am struggling. I'm struggling, and it's okay. But I appreciate the suggestion. It's just more so like I want to spoil so bad, but it's a big part that I can't. I can't. Added Japanese practice into the background when cleaning and got all the surfaces done, plus a clean microwave. Awesome. I think you mentioned it somewhere, friend, but I can't remember how long. You might not want to tell on the live stream. If you don't want to say on the live stream, don't worry. Don't do it. But I'm curious how long you've been in Japan. I can't remember. I feel like you've said it somewhere and I've known it, but I can't remember. Like 7 years is not right, but I can't remember what it is. But describing settings, expanding. That's a good tip. There you go. Just describing things more, trying to linger and draw out the descriptions more is going to really be your best bet if you're wanting to bulk up word counts. Because I just feel like 800 words is probably like add in dialogue tags, add in action tags, try to be as immersive as possible and paint a I guess it also depends on what are you struggling with. Are you struggling with continuing the story? Like, do you not have enough ideas for a full chapter? Or do you not, can you not bulk up the description enough? I think that's more so like I'm a little curious about. 1,500 or 2,000 words is standard for me, but I really say a chapter needs to be as long as it needs to be. If you feel the scenes that make up the chapter fulfill a mini arc, you're good. Exactly. Yeah, that's so true too. That's so true too. Because sometimes there are chapters that are short. There's some chapters that are a page sometimes, and that's okay. It's not. I mean, sometimes it is what it needs to be, but. For me, mine are typically longer. Well, and it's also hard too because I don't really go by word count for chapters. I go by page count. But and I know that's gonna be different for everybody and how you format and what font size and stuff you use. So, but yeah. This freaking Aaron asked her. I got a few comments and DMs today. People being like, "I'm not sure how you're gonna do it. Make me like Aaron," but a lot of people left it at that. But some people were like, "But I'm excited to see." And now I'm like, I'm so stressed because I'm like overthinking everything he's saying. I'm like, what are some of these? I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's okay. I personally like the arc that he's got. I feel like we take him going from like, dumb and we turn him around. But here he's having a little bit of like panic regression in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like he's afraid to really feel things, so he kind of regresses. I want to spoil. Can you tell I want to spoil so bad? I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about it. I will, but it's just fun. I don't know. We'll get there. I'm hoping the next sprint inspiration strikes. I probably just need to find the right song, to be honest. I was listening to a mashup, and that never really works well for me. So I just need to find the right song, and then, yeah. Okay, 4 years. Okay, 4 years. Fun. I don't know where I pulled 7 out of, but wow. I was just thinking, because you said you added Japanese practice, so I was just curious how fluent you are in Japanese. I just didn't know. I don't think I've ever asked, but very fun. Very fun. Oh. The way you're trying to say that. I know. And it doesn't matter. But then, like, what if somebody watches this and they don't want spoilers? I don't want to spoil. But anyway, but it's the scene right before the climax. So this dialogue really needs to, hit. Especially because when the characters leave here, they're not what was the I left an editor's note to my editor because like this is when I gave up. So I'm like, I'm just gonna explain to you what I want to happen and then you can just get the gist. So I can't share that blah, 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 blah. But whatever I decide to do and I'll totally take opinions, I need them both walking away from this feeling uneasy, not outright it's over, but uneasy. So yes, because in the climax then it's like, wow, it's over. Do you know what I mean? But and I know some people might be upset about that. I'm a sucker for a third act breakup when it like is like relevant to the plot, when it makes sense for the plot. Do you know what I mean? With third act breakups, when it's just kind of like out of the blue and is there for drama's sake, it's kind of dumb. But I think third act breakups, when it relates to character growth, the character has to make a decision and it might push them to break up and might push them in opposite directions in order to come back together. People don't like it. I love it. I don't know. I do. I see so many people when they do tropes, they put no third act breakup. And I'm like, I love me a good third act breakup when it's solid for character development. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. And this is honestly what I need because throughout this whole story, my characters, have been kind of dependent on each other to make like their own, to make their, I don't know. And so I want them to have moments of growth apart so they can realize, this isn't what I want. I want this. I want you. I don't know. I'm down for it. But anyway, so that's what I'm kind of working towards right now. So, yeah. I promise my third act breakups, I feel like I make them important. I don't make them lame and for drama's sake. But, I don't know. Do all my books have a third act breakup? I think they do. Do they? Does Dreaming About the Boy Next Door have a third act breakup? There's a bug. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a sucker for him, I guess. Do you have a critique partner you can spoil things with? That always helps me. One sacrificed friend against theirs. I don't. The only person I have is my editor, and I try not to like overwhelm her too much when I'm not paying her because I feel so bad. Even though she tells me I can, I don't know. But I don't have a critique partner now. I should, but it's okay. It's fine. Normally I can work it out. Normally the problem is coming in, friends. The problem is coming in. Normally I can work it out because I talk it out. I talk it out loud. I talk my dialogue out loud. Sue me. I know a lot of us do too, so that's not anything weird. But so to be on a camera when I'm trying to like suss out the dialogue. I don't know. I'm trying to work through the dialogue. It's a bit hard for me. So for the next sprint, I might turn my camera off and try and like get into the moment with the camera off. So yeah, I think that might be the biggest problem. My Japanese can definitely improve, but I can get by and have conversations with friends and coworkers. Gotcha. Oh, I guess it is hard. For one, it is. But that's great, though. That's good. I love that. I love that you know a lot, too. Agree with you. There's a time when third act breakups make sense. Sometimes where it's frustrating. If you want, you can DM me. I can help you. I'm in school to give feedback. Oh, well. Okay. Well, thank you. Honestly, I feel like I don't even know when third act breakups became this frowned upon thing. Were people just not doing them well, or people were just annoyed that they could predict that the characters were going to break up? Because I get it. I get why it can be annoying if it's predictable, but I don't know. To me, to be honest, I feel like the third act just feels boring without a breakup. What's an instance that doesn't have a third act breakup? What's a? It's almost like I feel like I'm missing something. But it has to work. It has to be, I don't know. I think better when I think of that. Same. The Heat third act breakups feels fundamentally silly because anytime because anytime someone is in conflict, time to breathe and reflect is important for growth. Romance is internal conflict, no time apart. See, that's what I feel like. Well, and it's almost like the third act in a romance. Like, I'm just genuinely so confused. Like, a third act in a romance, you need to have a climax. What is the climax? And Dark Night of the Soul and Break-In Act 3. Like, what is that if it doesn't have to do with the love interest? Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it. So for me personally, I also don't like if I watch TV shows or TV movies and there's not like a third act breakup or something where there's character growth. I don't know. I just get bored. I don't know. But I feel like especially in this scenario for my book, after this we'll start our third sprint, promise. Especially for this scenario where I have two characters who have lived their life thinking that they need to do one thing to achieve one thing. So Aaron thinks he has to marry somebody for money, for their business, for wealth, to be important and to get respect from his parents, from his family. Okay. So that's what he thinks. He thinks he needs that. Lovey thinks she needs to buy her mother's dream house in order to achieve her mother's dream because her mother gave up her dreams in order to raise Lovey as a single mother. So they both have these two things that they are 100% like, I need to do this, And so they learn, Aaron helps Lovey see, you don't need to do this to honor your mother. Lovey helps Aaron see you don't need money and prestige in order to impress your parents. You know what I mean? So they're both they're both helping each other change these fundamental thought processes they've had for years. Do you know what I mean? So yes, they're growing and they're going and they're helping each other grow. But I almost I don't feel right leaving it like that. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like we need time. They need time apart so Lovey can 100% realize, even though Aaron helped me to get to this moment of thinking, I personally, even without Aaron in the picture, I personally agree and want to continue down this path and honoring my mother in a different way rather than buying her house. Do you know what I mean? So Lovey, even though Aaron changed Lovey's mind, without Aaron in the picture, she's still 100% on this new path. Same with Aaron. Even without Lovey in the picture, you know what I mean? He's still on this path he still chooses his path of, I want to grow and be I can, it's not just Lovey's opinion of me that makes me feel like I'm worthy. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like without that, it feels a little too codependent. Do you know what I mean? Like, they both have these big, huge, life-changing and it could be realistic. You know what I mean? It's realistic to have these realizations and just stay together. But I also just love the time of having time apart, and they can both be like, "You know what? Yeah, this is something I want. I'm not trying to change who I am to suit somebody else's expectations of me." Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to impress somebody else. I don't know. That's just how I want this book to work, and I don't know. I feel like all my third act breakups are kind of like that. They kind of like have time apart, so my main characters can be like, "Yeah, you know what? I have grown as a person." I don't know. 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 It gives major we never argue vibes. You know, I would love to see a book. I would love to read a book that advertises itself as a no third act breakup book and see how I feel about it. And see what their climax is. Because what is their climax? I'd be confused. And I'd be curious. I'd be confused. I am confused. Even just time apart with the couples is fine. Like when they need a few days to think it over. I like that sometimes than an actual breakup. And I feel like, you know what? When you phrase it like that, I feel like that's how Margot and Sumner were in Love and Champagne Problems. They didn't break up. She just had time apart to think about stuff and, you know, work through her mental things. But that's true. That doesn't have to necessarily have to be a we're over. See, that's not how I picture a third act breakup in my head. But maybe that's what the people mean. Because, like, Aaron and Lovey, they're not together. They're not going to break up. They're not together. Do you know what I mean? They're not dating. So it's not a breakup per se. But does that something mean? They mean like an actual breakup? For me, third act breakup just means they break apart. But do we mean like actual relationship breakup? Oh. If that's what it means, whoops. Whoops. Because then yeah, I don't have a third act breakup. Oh, it gives me we never argue about no time apart or act breakup. Yeah. I would just be curious to see who does it well. Sounds like a good healthy connection. You'll definitely get the dialogue right eventually. It's all we'll get there. We'll get there. I do think me just talking it out loud will help. So I'm glad it makes sense. My ramble. I'm glad my ramble made sense. I'm sorry that I'm using you guys as my talking through stuff. Oh, I'm embarrassed. The series Addicted Callaway doesn't really have a third act breakup. And you like that series? You like how it was done? Let's look it up. Because I'm curious. I'm just curious how people execute it, you know? No. Because I see it advertised a lot. No third act breakup. And then I'm like, huh. See, the thing is, when I see people advertise no third act breakup, I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't like that book. So I have to try one. Sometime. All right. Third writing sprint up for the night. 25 minutes. We will see where we end up. I'm going to turn my camera off and look crazy for a little bit. So I will check in with you guys when we're finished. 3, 2, 1. Let's get started. And I will see you when we finish. Okay. Okay. How'd we do? How'd we do? Still working on it. We didn't get very far. I'm just writing out dialogue and ignoring the dialogue tags and stuff in between. So just trying to get the dialogue down, and then I will fill in tags and stuff in afterwards. So yeah, I'm still not totes sure. I feel like I'm just not quite in his headspace enough, which makes sense because the story is not being told from his point of view. But it makes it difficult. Like, I know why he's doing it, but it's difficult to put into words like what he would say. You know what I mean? 'Cause, yeah, we'll figure it out. But I'm getting tired. I still have to shower tonight, so it's okay. It's okay. How'd you guys do? How'd we do? If anybody's here, because the comments are not coming. Are we just quiet tonight? Are we just kind of mellow? We're kind of low key tonight. I feel like the conversation. I feel like I've been chatting a lot, but I don't feel like we've been having a lot of side conversations tonight. I guess I've been hogging the mic. I'm done with data. I got home to rest. I get a chance to make a visual board for Q2. Great. Love that. That's exciting. Vision board for Q2. I can't believe it's about that time. Crazy. The year's going by. Hopefully the year's going by for you guys well so far. 373 words. I'm trying to figure out how to portray the main character and the side character meeting. Ooh, fun. We love it when characters get to meet. It's fun to figure out that kind of early stuff. Play around with ideas. What's gonna work? What might not work? The brainstorming aspect of things. I'm getting super tired. Can you guys tell? Holy cow. I didn't get any words done. I spent the sprint picking up the house, making a snack plate so I can settle in and write for the rest of the night. Lovely. A snack plate sounds amazing. I think when we start the last sprint, I might go upstairs and get me something to snack on because I am hungry. So a snack plate sounds delicious. 311 words. I finally wrote the kiss. I love this scene so much. Their friends are teasing them now. The banter in this friend group is so much fun. I love friend groups. A lot of banter. I actually miss writing friend group banter. My favorite friend group that I've written, I honestly think is from Christmas as We Know It. I think I love that friend group to pieces. That their banter and they're just kind of like friendship was so fun to write. So hopefully I can write another friend group soon. Well, dang. I was planning to write tonight on brainstorm because I wanted to start a draft 1 in April, but I'll do it tomorrow. You got some days left. I mean, you have tomorrow and Monday is the 31st. You got time. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Before bed tonight, I have to finish this chapter because I have to be done with all of my copy and pastes. I have to. Because after this, I move into bullet points for my editor that I had given her. So after this, it's pure writing. So I have to finish the copy and pastes tonight. Well, I'm done with copy and pastes, to be honest. The rest of this, I have to free draft. That's why I'm struggling with the dialogue, is because I didn't write it before. So this is intense, serious dialogue that I have to write, and I just wasn't in the headspace of drafting because I was in the headspace of copy and editing. So it's fine. But, it's fine. I hope you guys' projects are going well so far. Sounds like they are. Sounds like you guys are making great progress tonight. Love that for you. Honestly, I feel like this chapter has taken a lot today. It's it's needed a lot, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I can just finish this dialogue. Yeah. Something is on the air. Even my normally noisy household is silent. That's weird. Well, I feel like if I don't start the next sprint, I will probably devolve fast. So I'm gonna start the next sprint, and then I'm gonna run upstairs, grab me, I don't know, maybe a yogurt to eat. I'm grr. So let's just start the last sprint, and then we'll come back and we'll see where we end up for the night. Hopefully we end up well in good spots. I'm rooting for you, wishing you the best of luck. You guys have got this. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm rooting for you. You got this. Okay. How did we do for that last one? How did we do? That yogurt revived me. I think I didn't really quite realize how, like, I don't think hangry is the right word, but I was getting hungry and my mood was getting low. So the yogurt did revive me. Wow. How'd we do? How'd we do? Let me know. That was the last one. So hopefully we did well. Hopefully we finished strong. Let me know. I didn't do anything writing related. I just ate my yogurt, scrolled TikTok, scrolled Twitter, X. I don't know. I'm going to call it Twitter to the end of time. I'm never going to call it X. So does that make me like a boomer calling it Twitter stuff? I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to take a shower. And normally the creativity flows in the shower when I have nothing else to stare at but the wall. So hopefully we'll be able to figure out what we need him to say. I think I kind of got it, but I don't know. We'll see. Bomi just wants to go outside and play because it's been so warm. So we've been playing with her outside. That's all she wants to do. So like she's just up there barking to be let outside. But like it's nighttime, girly. We can't go out and play. 420-ish words. Epic. Great job. I'm just rereading what I wrote, but I haven't been productive. I feel like once it hits a certain point, the last Saturday sprint, I feel like I was consistently good for the whole time. Tonight, no. 149 words and almost done with this chapter. Heck yeah. Oh, I still call Twitter. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go on X. I'm going to scroll on X for a few hours. No. Hours, Lord. Not even scroll. I scroll on Twitter for like 10 minutes. And it's K-pop Twitter. So like everybody's always mad about something on K-pop Twitter. It's kind of, and I know it's the same thing for like all of social media. Everybody's always mad about something. But on K-pop Twitter, it's so funny. It's like, what is somebody going to be mad about today? Like, I'm curious. Got distracted by Grey's Anatomy. The sprint. I think I'm done writing for the night. I feel you. What season are you on? I was doing a rewatch. Maybe like a month and a half ago. But I stopped after the plane crash. I don't know when I stopped. You might even be watching it live. I don't know if it's still live. I don't know when I stopped watching it live, but I think I stopped 2 seasons after the Derek's death. It's not a spoiler. It's been out. That's been done for a long time. If you didn't know he died, hate to break it to you, but not you, Nola. That's not who I meant. But if you didn't know, that sucks. I feel like everybody knows he dies. I gotta stop talking. I'm so sorry. I just assume people who. Anyway, I'm sorry if I spoiled. I shouldn't. I will not give the owner the respect to play. Yeah, no, it does. It sounds stupid. It's stupid. It was the stupidest idea ever when he tried to redo it, to rename it or whatever. I don't know why you would. I don't know. It's dumb. But for some reason, I meant to see for I Love It to Grey's Anatomy. For some reason, I stopped. I don't remember what. No, it was several seasons after his death. I think. I don't know. Something just felt different. I don't know. Just kind of. I don't know. I couldn't quite connect to the newer characters. I think. I'm trying to think of. I think when I left off is when Jo found out about her birth father. That plotline. I don't want to talk about it, but that plotline. I think that was the season I stopped. It was when Alex left, and that might even be the same season. I don't know, but I remember he left and I'm the show, and I'm like, okay, I'm running out of characters I actually enjoy watching. So I cleaned my doors, dishes, and I eat lunch. You were so good. Your son is Sunday, right? Sunday cleaning for you, friend. Ah, love it, lovely. Oh, I hope you feel good about everything you got accomplished because you got accomplished a lot. I stopped watching during season 15. How many seasons are there anyway? I don't know. It is still going though, right? There are shows that they just need to learn to stop. What else? The Vampire Diaries is one of them. That show went on for far too long. I feel like once Nina Dobrev left the show, that was a sign that we should probably wrap things up here. Like, the literal main character of the show left. The Vampire Diaries started because it was her diaries. Was it? I mean, it was Stefan's diaries, I suppose. But the whole season was like she was the main character. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I don't know, but that show went on too long. I don't know. Once she left the show, it went downhill for me. But I mean, if you want to fly to Michigan, all those hours to Michigan, and want to clean my house, you could too. I clean my room. Oh, my room needs help. I'll do it. But like once I'm off deadline, once this book is done, then I will do it, and then I'll feel good about it. It's not like I like living like this. I don't. We'll get there. I know I will. It's usually how my life is. I'm usually always like this. Season 21. Yeah, people just need to learn to let things go. You had a great run. You know, I don't know. Because sometimes you just get to a point where it's like, okay, like, wow, the plot is crazy. Wow. There was something with the Vampire Diaries that I to a point I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously? We're gonna do this? Really? I can't remember what plot that was. That I'm like, okay. Oh, was it the siren plot that they had? Oh, there were just so many subplots that were just like lame. Supernatural, yeah. They just drag things on. It's like I get it. You were very successful, but like I don't know. I feel like once you go past a certain point, the quality of the show drags. Do you know what I mean? And I think that happened with a lot of shows. Hey, friends coming into town. I haven't cleaned on this since the last time people came into town. See, you know, and that's okay because, like, obviously, who are you gonna impress? Yourself? It's fine. That's me, to be honest. Literally me. I usually don't clean until my cousin comes over, and she hasn't come over in a few weeks. So we're in rough territory. And Summer Days was so absolute hit or dire miss. Oh my gosh, it was. And it had I don't know. The first 3 seasons I think were so good. So good. And I don't know if it's just because I only had the first 2 seasons for the longest time and then I was live watching the third one, but the first 3 seasons were amazing and then I'm like, if I were to rewatch it, I probably wouldn't go past season 3. I might watch the season 4 finale. Not finale. What's the opposite one? Kickoff. You know, the season 4. There's a word, isn't there? Season 4. Premiere. Yes. Like there's a word. Shoo. Like come of the spin-off stories are wild. I did like class spin-off show for a hot minute, then lost interest. I feel I never watched the originals, never watched it. But I did watch the other one. What's the other one with the kids? It was not my cup of tea. It was not my cup of tea, that show. It was almost corny, that show. It was corny with some plots that tried to be serious, and I'm like, this isn't for me. I couldn't tell you a single thing about it, but it was not for me. It's not for me. Legacies is what it was. That one. It could have been so good, but I don't know. It wasn't for me. A lot of people liked it though, so if you liked it, that's okay. It's okay. But for me, it just felt a little bit more like it wasn't taking itself as seriously as the other 2 did, I feel. So, shrug. But anyway, no, I feel like I'm ending this on a roasting no. I don't wanna, but I don't know. It's fine. But either way, thank you for joining me tonight. I don't know Listen, I don't know if we'll continue on with Saturdays next month. I've been going back and forth about it. My family sometimes does things on Saturdays. They do it together, so I'm here streaming, and they're off doing stuff. And I feel like, listen, I think I've said this before. I mentioned this before. I feel like the universe is not giving me weekend plans because the universe knows I'm busy on Saturdays. You know, the universe is like, oh, Sarah has streams on Saturdays. We won't open opportunities for her to go out into the world with people. So I feel like we need to shift gears, shift days, and that way the universe can see that I'm free and put things into my path. I'm kind of joking. I'm kind of being funny. But like on the off chance that, I don't know, if I ever want to do something on a Saturday, I don't have to cancel on you guys and do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what day we'll switch to. I don't know if anybody has any days that would work best for you or any days you cannot do. I might do a poll again on the community tab if I can remember. I could make a note. I could do that. But I just wanted to quick say that I don't think we'll be doing Saturdays anymore. I used to do Sundays and I used to do Thursdays. I don't know if that would work. Hang on, YouTube community tab. And then I will know what that means, hopefully. But I don't know. So we'll see. We did Tuesdays before. I don't know if Tuesdays work. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. You've done to me Saturday. I know. And I'm thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe if we switch, maybe then I can have an excuse to make a plan on Saturday night and be a 26-year-old who doesn't stay in her house every single Saturday night. Which, even if you are, it's fine. It's fine. But I don't know. I'm just being silly. Switch days if you want. Okay. As long as no one's like devastated that Saturdays are the only days that they can do. And I would do like 1 week a Tuesday, 1 week a Saturday, but I'm like, I don't know if that. Like, I feel like I would lose track easily, and I don't want people to lose track. So I don't know. I'm quite a lot ahead, and so it's my Sunday morning now, but I'm an outlier, so I'll just catch when I can. Okay. Sounds good. Hopefully we can find a day that works best for the majority of us. So keep our fingers crossed. But like I said, I'll try to do a poll in the community tab. That way we all have a fair vote. So, but yeah, especially since I'm coming into warmer months. Who knows? Sarah Sutton may get a life. We'll see. Thank you for joining me tonight, though. I had a good time. I will figure out this dialogue, and hopefully we will finish. We'll get close by the end of the month. Give me all the inspiration you can. Cross your fingers for me. I need it. But I'm crossing my fingers for you, for all of your deadlines, all of your guys' goals. You guys are going to crush them. And we'll check back in next month, and you guys can tell me all about them. I'm Sarah Sutton. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Bye!